Episode 85. We have Haley Iverson with a sty, former player of college soccer at Friends University. Excited to have her on and all of that good stuff. Sean is missing in action today. I imagine the trio will be back tomorrow. But first, how are you guys doing today?
Doing good.
Doing pretty good.
My back hurts, so I've been working on the computer. I thought about moving around a little bit this morning, but I'm working on the deck later today, so I'm saving
Man,
Gotta
my
rest it.
all of my pain and energy to use
Yeah.
it at one time.
That
So,
south wind is gonna tear you up, brother.
it shouldn't be too bad later.
You think it's supposed to die down? We're like 30-mile-per-hour gusts this morning.
Nah, it wasn't that bad.
Where I live,
We're all
it
right.
was.
We're all right. We'll get her done. Hopefully, it's getting into the mid 60s today, so I can power wash.
Yeah, that'd be great. Get that thing done. And are you gonna paint it?
I don't know. I really don't care.
Have another painting party. We'll do that.
I don't really want to do anything else to it. Just I got all the stuff structurally fixed, so at the end of the day, like they either want it the way it is or they're gonna tear it down and do it the way they want to do it anyway. So I'm not gonna spend too much more on it.
Sure.
But getting it done, so that is fun. And then just testing again today. So testing was kind of crazy yesterday. We had a lot of kids, but for the most part, overall went pretty good. I looked at all the scores last night and was reviewing those. So
I saw a couple kids just blow out everything. That was awesome.
yeah, we got a handful of kids that need to come back and just work on a couple different pieces, but a lot of good numbers. So overall, pretty happy just with the initial stuff. But
Sure.
we will see later today. Hopefully, they're able to get back in, and then we can make sure we get them all going. We like to. Doesn't happen every time, but we like to have everyone improve every single time because that's just what we do. But we'll see. So, but yeah, things are good, rolling right along. Kids are in school. I gotta go pick up Banks.
All the things.
Same old, same old.
Well, Haley is a former Parisi athlete who has come back to hit the gym a little bit here.
One of the OG selects.
Oh, yeah.
I am the OG. I'm the
Throwback.
first one.
One of the
One
OG
of the
selects. I don't. Who was in?
Uh,
You were in the first girls group
yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
Was that the old facility?
yeah.
Oh, my
It was the old
goodness.
one. Literally me and Erin, another girl,
Yep.
and then all the softball girls
Yep.
came right after. So
Yep. Where's Erin at? I haven't talked to her in a long time. She's still.
Oh, where did she? I don't remember where she went to college. St. Mary, maybe.
Yeah.
I think she. I don't know. I haven't talked to her, but I try and keep up a little bit.
Yep.
Yep.
The OG group, early mornings, all the
Yeah.
vibes.
So Haley played soccer at Friends University. Absolute tank. The enforcer is what we like to call her, or at least me. Every time I went out to see her play, she was trucking people, and it was awesome. So,
It was fun. I
Hey.
enjoyed it.
Haley, let's hear about you. You know, you grew up here in Wichita or
Mhm.
wherever you went to high school, and then talk about your jump from playing high school soccer to college soccer. To start us off.
Yeah. So I went to Mays my whole life. I went to Mays High School. I started Parisi, I think, my junior year of high school. And I started because I was getting recruited a little bit. And I was told I need to work on my speed. So I was like, let me look into this. So I went and tested, and then that's where it started. I started going pretty much every day whenever select started. But yeah, I did that just trying to prepare for my senior season. I think I committed to Friends not long after. I actually because I would go to like ID camps a lot, and I actually met the Friends coach at one of the camps, and I just really liked him, so Went on a visit and really enjoyed it. So
Who all did you play? Travel or not
um,
travel, like club ball with? Sorry.
club, yeah. So I played. Gosh, OG team was Kansas Revolution United. That we were a solid team. Fortunately, we had to split up. There was like the age, the age rule they changed. And my coach was having a kid, so we had to split up. Unfortunately, a lot of us went to Rush after that. I played with them for like a season. And then I switched. Where did I go after that? I think I played for Milan after that for like a year or two, and then my last season of club soccer I played for Rush again, and that was really fun. I really enjoyed that season because
Is Milan its own thing?
it's
I don't even know what that is.
it's like it's just a local, like, it's not like a big club. It's just a one team thing.
I gotcha.
I played a lot of girls on that team I played high school soccer with, or they went to like May South, or just schools I played against. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, my last season with Rush was really fun because it was a lot of girls that I played with on the Kansas Revolution team. We kind of like all came back together because they stayed with Rush. But yeah, that was really fun. So, and that was like good exposure too. We played in Kansas City for league, so we would travel like every other weekend, play like 2 games. Yeah, I think back and I'm like, how did I do that? Like travel to Kansas City every other weekend, and
Yeah, it's kind of becoming almost like a norm nowadays. Like
yeah.
it's,
Well, I think the competition in Wichita is getting better for sure.
Yeah.
It wasn't really super great when I was playing. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just most teams would. Kansas City has a lot more soccer facilities and everything, so
more exposure.
yeah,
more direct link to like colleges, but pro teams as well too. So you get like the, I mean,
yeah, it's like a
just people
college or it's a soccer
it's
city.
like a hub. Yeah.
Sporting is there,
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was seeing something that said that Kansas City has become the soccer city of the USA.
oh
or
yeah. I
something
don't
like that.
well yeah, because there's a women's team there now, which is really cool. So
The Current.
yeah, I want to go to a game. That would be fun. But
Yeah.
So go.
I was actually
know.
told that Oklahoma soccer is better than Kansas
Ooh.
City.
well, yeah, I mean they're pretty close. We would go to like Oklahoma for tournaments. Kansas City, we
Had a
would just
girl
do the
I evaluated last week, I think it was. Now,
Mhm.
but yeah, she came in and I was like, "Who do you play for?" You know, just asking, just trying to figure out. And she's like, "Oh, I don't play with anyone here." I was like, "Oh, you go up to Kansas City?" She's like, "Oh, no, I go
I
to
would-
Oklahoma City." And I
Yeah.
was like,
Gross.
"What?"
I was gonna say OKC is pretty good.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh yeah, no, we crush those teams." And I was like, "Dang, okay." That's like
I
I've
remember
never heard that before.
I remember playing Oklahoma teams. They were pretty good. It was like certain clubs. I would always see them like on the tournament schedule, and I'd be like, "Oh man, that's gonna be a good game."
Yeah, yeah. I'll have
So-
to ask her the name. They
Yeah.
literally just started. It would have been.
You're gonna have
last
to.
week,
You'd have
but-
to amp up your inner Hulk.
Yeah,
Just set the tone.
yeah. Honestly, I think I was still pretty physical like in club, but I think I really like probably hit my peak in college. I don't know. I never really worked out till junior year, like worked out other than like high school weights, but
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It was
Tell
nice.
us how hard high school weights were, just so we know.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
It was decent. It was just hard with the time limit, like actually trying to get a good lift in. And it wasn't really. It's hard to structure it when you have like high school kids all in one room. So, but it wasn't bad. It was just hard to manage. But it's different than like working out here.
Yeah.
Where you have like a plan and like coaches who like
Care.
that's like what they do. So yeah, it's like it's not their job like at the school, I guess. But
Theirs is mass quantity. Ours is quality.
Yeah, yeah. And I think here it's easier to like give the people like more attention. Like I remember when I first started, it would be in a class, it would be at most it would be like 10 to 15 because there were just different times you could go to class, and the coach would like whoever was coaching would like we would do like multiple sets, and like he would watch like they would watch a group, and if someone he had like a point for somebody, he would like tell them, and like he would like go to the next person and help. It was just really it was more like I learned a lot here than I did in like high school lifting.
Yeah.
Because it's just more time. But
Structure and just attention to detail.
Yeah.
And having the plan is a big, we say it easily, but that is the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're trying to play sports in college and you don't have a plan, you're wasting
yeah,
time.
I was gonna say most people that come here too, they want to play sports in college, or at least just make the most of their high school career.
For sure.
So whereas high school, like people would take a weights class just to like get a workout in the day, or
waste
like or
time,
have like
not
an
have a
easy
class.
period, yeah.
Exactly. So when you start to blend that into one culture, right? Like so everybody's in it, and you got half the class that really doesn't give a shit. The other half of the class is there to waste time, and then you got your third of the class that is athletes that kind of care.
See, that was a nice thing though about Maze. We would like max out at the very beginning, and you would partner
based off of your numbers.
Based off of your
that's
max.
smart.
And so it was nice because like most of the time someone close to your max is like on the same like mentality as you in a way.
In some aspects.
Yeah,
yes.
in some aspects. But like that was nice because
Yeah.
you wouldn't have to like
At least you could get kind of grouped up with a group that
and like
cared
they'll
a little
push
bit.
you. Like
Yeah. Exactly.
they'll push you without like making you go insane insane heavyweight.
Yeah.
But
Slow and steady.
yeah.
But yeah, having that plan is just it's a thing. I mean, I had a kid that came in yesterday actually, and well, he came in last Friday too, but trained with me for a while. He was a select kid for a little bit, got great numbers, move in the right direction, but then we're so busy with this and blah blah blah. Excuse. He's gone for a year. He comes back after a year and his numbers have gone down. And I'm like, but he just signed to go to college. And, so I had the conversation with him where I'm like, listen, dude, like, here's the deal. Like, great, you signed. Like, that's awesome. And I'm not trying to discredit that. I think it's important and you celebrate that for sure. But are you trying to go to college and just be on a team, or are you trying to go to college and like be a guy?
Yeah, I mean I've thought about this a little bit. I can't imagine what my college career would be like if I didn't start this. Like I was still athletic. I mean, I grew up with brothers. Like
Sure.
I knew a little bit. But like as far as like form and like strength and how to change direction quick, like I don't know. It prepared me in a different way, and I don't know. I can't imagine like what my college career would have been like if I didn't start something like this. And so
I can paint it for most people. You
Yeah.
would have not played very much. You would have been hurt a lot more. You would have been behind the 8 ball as far as your athleticism, which would lead into not playing as much. I mean, it's
even doing this before I went to college, it was still like a big shock. Like
Oh, for
how
sure.
because these college girls, like
it's different.
you're a
level.
freshman in college, like fresh out of high school, playing against these seniors who have played college
Mhm.
sports for 4 years now, and let me tell you, there's some big girls that'll push you off
Yeah.
the ball, or
Yeah.
like their speed or like their skill level
Mhm.
is just like insane. And I mean, if I wouldn't have done this, like I would have been way like more shocked than
Well, the jump is just a jump that you can't. It's hard to put it into words.
well,
how
because like
big it
it's
is.
like in high school, it's an after school like kind of just I don't know, like it's still
it's competitive.
it's still
but it's
competitive.
not.
yeah, but it's not like I feel like some people can play in high school, and they will literally just do it just to do something fun.
Mm-hmm.
College, you have to get recruited, like, and
Like do or die.
be on. Yeah, like it's, I don't know. So, and that's another thing. Like, high school, there's all different levels of like skill levels.
Mm-hmm.
College soccer, everyone's not at the same level, but everyone is like at a higher level to where it's very competitive.
All their floors are much higher.
Yes,
In
yeah.
comparison to in high school, where it's a lot easier.
I mean,
to
high school,
identify the
we were
the low
10-0ing
ones.
teams
Yeah.
first half
Right.
sometimes, and
Right.
that was just not fun.
Right.
I mean, it was fun in a way, in a different way,
Sure.
but like winning a close game is so much more fun
100%.
than just scoring like every minute.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
That's fun for a little bit of time, but then that gets old.
Well,
too.
yeah. I mean,
'Cause
there
you
would be
just
times
know
like,
that it's not even. You're not even pushing yourself to.
well, I remember
it
there would
either.
be times like we knew we were gonna
Mm-hmm.
be either be close to 10-0ing them or 10-0 them,
Mm-hmm.
and at some point in the game, it just comes to a point like, okay, can we just score 10? Like, it's not
Yeah.
even. We used to like. Sometimes we would make rules like, oh, you have to do this before you can like shoot, just to kind of prolong the
Mhm.
game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Bullies.
Yeah, I mean, it was
You're a
it was
bully.
hard like to I don't know.
I
It-
get it. No,
yeah.
I trust me. I
But
understand.
like yeah, but college college is everyone's at a high level
Mhm.
and it's very competitive. It's just a different
different animal.
yeah. And so yeah, I don't know. I went into college 2020. That was eventful. See that? Okay, I'm trying to tell you my story, but 2020, that freshman season was such like a fever dream. Like they split it into 2 seasons, so we had like part of the games in the fall, and then the other
Mhm.
half of the games was in the spring. And then in the fall, if a school like had too many girls get quarantined, they would have to cancel the game
Uh-huh.
and they would reschedule it for the springtime.
Yeah.
It was a mess. It
Yeah.
was a big mess. Which I mean, I think it was ran as best as it could be, but it was just because it was just a new thing. Like it was just really,
It was a bunch
I
of
don't-
made up nonsense for a bunch of made up rules for a made up thing.
yeah. I mean,
a
I think
joke.
back to it now. I'm like, they were strict. Like
That
they
was
would.
insane. You guys play soccer outside for
That's what I-
God's
okay,
sake.
that's what
Like,
I'm
what are we
saying.
talking about here?
That's what I'm saying is they would like we would have to record practices from like the top of the bleachers, and like admin would if someone got COVID on the team, say they would go back to that film and see who they were around. They had like a time limit. If you're around this person for like this amount of time,
Outside,
you had outside of soccer or at practice. And so like
which is also outside.
without a gator, like we had to wear those neck
That-
gaiters in
oh, yeah.
90-degree weather.
Yeah, but that definitely protects you.
Yeah.
You should put one of those on your head at all times.
Yeah, right.
The most just absolute just buffoons, dude. Just a clown show. Like absolute
Yeah.
clown show.
It definitely I still enjoy my freshman season was just
It was
weird.
wild.
It was a building season for friends as well. Like
True. I do remember that.
we didn't even make it to the postseason tournament. But
Boo.
yeah,
There
I
was
mean,
some turnover there too. Plus,
We- so-
recruiting was such a weird thing at that time. Like,
yeah, and the year before I came in, they lost like a ton of seniors that were starters.
Yeah.
And a senior that graduated, she had the record before Keely broke it. I don't know what she broke it like her freshman year. I don't know, but
Goal
for like
record?
goals in a season,
Mhm.
and then like total goals in her career. But that girl graduated the year before I came, and she was a forward.
Mhm.
Oh, that's another thing. I was a defender in high school. I played outside back. Went to college. Coach said I was fast, by the way. He said I was fast and he needed a forward. So he
You were
put,
definitely fast
he
your
put me at
freshman
forward.
year. That was probably your fastest year.
Oh, I believe that.
yeah. Freshman, sophomore year, I will never be that fast again. I don't
But you
I'll
also
have
made
to try.
you also made good decisions on the field.
Yeah, I uh, sophomore year was my prime. I will say that forever. That yeah, that was a fun season because like freshman year was just it was an adjustment. It was hard. I mean, it was a really long season, just because it was split. We didn't really get a big break, um, and it was just stressful with like school and um, just quite the adjustment. And then my sophomore season, um, we got some really good players, really good freshmen coming in, and we had an amazing season. Like it, this still makes me mad. Brent, my coach, should have got coach of the year for that. We went from ninth place my freshman year to second in conference, and like Oklahoma Wesleyan was first place, and they've gotten first place the last like I don't even know how long.
Yeah.
But that was because freshman year was definitely hard. I was used to like playing for Mays, like winning all the time and winning conference and going to state, going to a team that was just like building, and I didn't know what college soccer was like. So it was just a really big adjustment. And then going to the next year and being like, oh, like this is really fun. I don't know. We just played really well. We ended up going to nationals that year.
That's your sophomore year.
Sophomore year,
So
yeah.
talk a little bit about that adversity, though. Like, I think that's a big thing, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about the jump from high school to college.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a big jump, and you're coming from a school that wins, right?
Mhm.
You have good girls that played on that team as well, too, right?
Yeah.
Both sides.
Yeah.
And then you show up and you just are getting the brakes beat off of you pretty much every game. And you guys had some wins too, but
Yeah.
not very many. And so you're in the lineup. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like you're playing, and so that is a transition a little bit for you because you're playing a new position in college, which is a whole different thing as
That
well
was
too.
crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Like
I
who
remember
switches their
that.
position in college? But it was really fun.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So you're doing that, but then you're losing games, right? So how does that like mentally like? What do you think? Like, take yourself back a few years, right? What's kind of
Mhm.
going through your mind? Like, how are you working through it? What are the things that you're kind of clinging to get you through it? And then talk about like, once you kind of got into that next season, how
Mhm.
that felt getting back on track.
Yeah. It was definitely hard mentally. I just I wanted to stick with it because I was like I came here because I wanted to play soccer. I really enjoy playing, and I'm not a person that quits stuff a lot, and I hate quitting. And so I wanted to stick with it. I wasn't gonna transfer because of one bad season. Like the season before my freshman year, they got second. It was just and I had never been through like a rebuilding season, so it was definitely different. It was hard mentally, but I kind of just kept in mind like you wanted to do this. You're not gonna win all the time. It's stuff's gonna happen. You're gonna lose games, and it might be like a shock and like an adjustment.
You say that
But-
now. Back then, you were super competitive.
Oh, I hated losing. I
Yeah.
absolutely hated losing. It was
Yeah.
really hard, but I mean, I'm glad I stuck with it. I mean, my freshman year, after my freshman season, I think we had like 5 or 6 girls quit.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it was necessarily because of losing. I do think that played a part, but it was just a really big change for everybody.
I mean, you mix in the clown show on top of losing games, and
Yeah.
people, I think, just looking back on that time frame, I mean, it's way easier to be at home during that type of stuff, which is bigger picture conversation, I think. But it's, so like the kids that are coming from other places that are then here and they're getting reprimanded for just being normal
Mm-hmm.
and, all this nonsense being outside, for God's sake, it's ridiculous. But, So it's just that stuff wears on you mentally, and so then you add losing on top of that. It's like, man, I can just do this shit at home. Like, like I don't need to be this far away from my family and
Mhm.
alone in my room because I'm not allowed to leave. And then you get
Yeah.
quarantined for absolutely no reason. And
Yeah,
blah blah blah.
I get Snapchat memories all the
Mhm.
time from like that time, and I'm like 90% of the pictures I have a mask on. They provided us like Friends masks with a little falcon on it. It's real cute.
Yeah,
But
outside,
yeah, outside.
cool.
Yeah. Well, if you were far enough away from people. But
Oh yeah, that. Also
I remember
is
when like
this made
well
up
like
arbitrary
orientation.
number that we just decided was going to
6
be
feet?
okay.
Yeah.
6 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the
What do you
first
think
week.
about 5? Nah, let's go with
6
6. I just
feet.
feel like,
If you sneeze, you might
Yeah.
sprinkle them, but doubtful.
unbelievable.
I remember the first week being, because I lived at the dorms. The first week being there, they do like a little
Orientation.
block party. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They do like in front of the dorms. They have like 9 Square or they had a bunch of stuff.
It's like yard games.
Yeah, they had like a water slide, like soap water slide. That was really fun. But I remember doing that, and you had to wear masks, like doing that. Mind you, this is the first week. I don't know what anybody looks like. I see their eyes. That's it. Like I'm like, what's your name?
You going on the water slide? Yeah.
Yeah.
bro. Yeah. I am.
Yeah,
gonna-
with the
I'm gonna-
mask on, you breathe in. It's
Yeah.
like,
You're blowing bubbles. You're like, you take a deep breath
I
out,
can't breathe.
and it's
Yeah.
just like,
Help.
Yeah, that. Oh my gosh, yeah.
It was all right down there. Oh yeah, they just got their mask on. They're safe.
we're running around
good.
in Dial soap,
Yeah.
Dawn soap that's disinfectant.
Yeah, yeah, that was fun. But no, I think it was what made it easy staying was the mindset. Like my coach he had a lot of faith in me, my potential as a player, which kind of just boosted my mentality a little bit. It made it a lot easier because I was like, okay, like one bad season, like it's fine. It made me feel good, like him having faith in me, and then seeing the new girls coming in. It like I saw their potential, and it was, I don't know, it was fun. I was definitely nervous my sophomore season coming, so I was like, I really don't want to lose this much again. But we like
You turned it up.
sophomore season. I don't know what it was. We clicked like we clicked really well. We had some really good upperclassmen leaders on the team. Everyone was super close. Like friends soccer team, we would take every other year. We do a Colorado trip. So that we always made the joke like because they went to nationals.
Now.
Really?
That's what I feel like.
No, it's every other year
when
because
we-
now
We talked to Kylie. She said that they went.
she's
every
gone the
year, I
last
thought.
2 years.
Yeah. She's coaching there now.
I know she's coaching. I didn't know they went.
I'm pretty sure
2 years
because
in a
Elena's
row.
there and she's gone. I think it was 2 years.
Really, Elena? Yeah, that because we went my senior year, which was, I guess, well, that would be 2023.
I don't
so
know.
yeah, I think it
Okay,
is
thanks.
every other year. It goes by fast. But
Yeah.
we made the joke like every year we go to Colorado, we go to nationals or we do really well. We didn't go my
Maybe that's
freshman
why
year.
they started doing it every year.
Yeah,
They
but
were
like the
"Yeah, no,
the
we're
year
doing
before my
this."
freshman year, they went to Colorado. They got second in conference. They went to nationals.
Freshman COVID year.
Freshman year,
Right,
we
they're
yeah.
gonna
Well,
put
it
you in a
wasn't
bus.
it wasn't the year to go, and so the next year we ended up going, and we just had this amazing season. I had my best season like freshman year. I think I scored like 2 goals maybe. Granted, I never scored goals in my life. I scored maybe like 2 or 3 goals
All the way
in my
until
whole
college.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
What'd you score your sophomore year?
4.
Oh,
Oh,
double.
doubled it up.
Yeah,
Oh my.
Did you have a
Yes.
celebration?
sometimes. we would talk about it. I would get kind of nervous sometimes, but I think my celebration, it depended on how much I ran to score that goal. Because sometimes it would just be like, oh, thank you.
A mad
Like now I can
dash.
rest. I can walk
yeah.
back.
Right.
A lot of the times we would all just like kind of run together in like a like literally defenders. Sometimes if it was a close game, the goalie would run up. Like we would all just like kind of like, yeah, good job. Now
Yeah,
let's get back
girl.
to it. Yeah, yeah. We're like, go girl. But yeah, there was one time I did like I went with one of my other team. It was sophomore year, I think. Actually, me and this girl went to half after I scored, and we did I think we did the Macarena. I have a video somewhere in my
Okay.
phone.
Macarena, huh?
So let's
Don't-
move into.
Well, I think we saw it on TikTok or something.
course
Like
you
it,
did.
it was yeah.
Yeah.
There was one year, I think it was my senior year. Actually, I think it was a really close game, and we talked about it. There was a cameraman just going around the sideline, and we were like, okay, if we score, we're going up to this camera and we're all pointing. I have this picture. We're all just like looking at the camera after we score. that was fun. I love that picture. But yeah, I don't.
So what was your junior and senior year like for you?
So after sophomore season, I had to get knee surgery. I had a shifting patella and a bunch of scar tissue. I don't really know exactly what it's from. I got mixed answers. My theory is during we played Bethel, like it was a really close game. My adrenaline was so high. Halftime came and I looked at my knee. I was like, wow, it's kind of swollen. Kind of hurts a little bit. So I like got it taped or I did something. I don't remember, but yeah, we were down like 1-0 at half and came back and won 2-1. Me and Yadi scored. That was fun. Yeah. That favorite goal of all time. That is my favorite goal of all time. Anyways, besides the point. Yeah, I think I hurt it that game and I didn't really rest it because I wanted to play. We were having such a good season. I was like, I don't want to. I rested it for like a week. Like the next day after that Bethel game, I should have been on crutches. Like I don't know how I walked to class. Like I would step and my knee would give out. And I don't know how I did it. I don't know what was in my mind because I'm like, why are you walking on a hurt knee? Like you have games. But yeah, I did treatment for like a week and it got to the point where I could like run and do stuff. So I just played the rest of the season. And then I thought it was fine after season. Like it never hurt to really run. It was a little tight, but it started when after season I would be at work and I would have to like bend down a lot. And it got to the point I couldn't bend down. It hurt really bad. It would like pinch. So I got it checked out by the school surgeon. And he's like, yeah, like we can try PT for a little bit. I recommend surgery. I was like, okay. So I tried PT. And then it just wasn't getting better. So I got surgery January 17th, I think. Yeah, January 17th, 2022.
So a little bit of a transitional year for you on that.
Yeah, I mean it was hard. I think the hardest part after surgery, it wasn't because we're out of season. I was only gonna miss spring season. It was a 4-month recovery. The hardest part was after not being at the level I was, speed wise especially. I was never that fast again, and I don't know if it's just like the way I rehabbed. I don't really think I don't know. It was different after that and it was really hard. Just cuz my sophomore year was my best season. And then after that, like going through surgery, I had never had surgery before. I'd never had a serious injury. I had really bad ankles growing up. I would sprain my ankle like every week, but it was nothing like surgery or anything like that. So, junior season, I got released May. Yeah, it was like May 4th, I think, 2022. I got released, and
Star Wars Day.
yeah,
Mm.
and I remember being so happy, but it was just a really big adjustment because I hadn't been released to like do intense stuff with like contact. And so it's like I forget how to play. Like it was just like it was a really weird feeling coming back from that. And then I remember junior year came, and it was very competitive for a spot that year. I mean, it was every year it was competitive, but like
Mhm.
freshman and sophomore year, it really like I had a starting spot for the most part. Like there was a few games I didn't start, but like junior year, like I had to work really hard, and like I started some games, but I didn't start every game, and that was tough because like I was used to it. My first 2 years of college, I'm starting like that. People don't really do that, like it,
Right.
and so I was like, okay, like I don't know. It was that was probably the hardest part was just like adjusting to that and like having the mindset like, you know, these girls are good. They're beating you for your spot. Like junior year was probably the hardest year mentally. Just trying to adjust to that part. Like it was harder than freshman year with
Oh, for
COVID.
sure.
Like it was just a different type of feeling.
Obviously, coming back from any injury is a challenge.
Yeah.
Because you're never the same. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, it doesn't matter how the surgery goes, if the surgery's good, bad, indifferent, both,
Mhm.
like, whatever. You never feel the exact same, number one. But then number two, it's about confidence, right? Like, it's about understanding that your body is going to hold up even though you don't really know that it's going to. And
Yeah.
that mental battle when you're trying to do all the things that you've been doing your whole life, that's a transition. Like it, and it takes
Yeah.
it. You know, professional athletes, it seems like they bounce back so quickly, but I think that that's like something that it's unrealistic for college athletes, and it's unrealistic for high school and kids as well too, because people don't really understand how intentional they are when those injuries happen.
Well, that's their job. Like
Well,
I'm not.
they have an entire team of people that are
Yeah.
highly paid professionals to monitor every little aspect of
Mhm.
every little movement, every little thing, every single day, right? Like, so yeah. And oh, not to mention, these are the best and most recovering athletes in the world.
Mhm.
They're already specimens that separate themselves from an
Yeah.
athletic
Well,
ability
and
by a long shot.
certain colleges like what you eat plays into how you heal as well.
Oh,
Like
100%.
there's people telling like friends didn't have a
Like your avocado
dietitian,
toast.
nutritionist.
Right.
Yeah. But like it was just I don't know. My trainer, I love her. Amazing. I first right after surgery, like first month probably, it was hard because I wasn't progressing like I guess I should have been. I didn't know that because it was I would go to my physical therapist like once or twice a week. Like I would go like 3 times a week at the start, and it ended up going to just once a week. And most of my time was spent with my athletic trainer at school.
Mhm.
And at first, I wasn't progressing, and that messed with my mind because I was like, I'm doing something wrong. Like, and I was like also frustrated because I'm like, it's not a common surgery. At least it wasn't. Just funny because one of my best friends had the same surgery, but it's just I guess it wasn't a common injury or surgery that they do, and so my athletic trainer at least she'd never seen it really before, and so she had to like learn how to rehab me at the same time, and then my PT would be like, well, why isn't your why isn't your knee bending as much as it should? Like I don't know. But then like we all talked, we got past that point of like the miscommunication and the confusion, and I feel like it was just like up from that moment. Like there was definitely frustrating times, but I remember like the milestones I would hit. I remember the first time I was able to touch my heel to my butt, like stretching, like
Mhm.
quad stretch. I wasn't able to do that for the longest time because that was like what I had to work. I had to keep my legs at a 30-degree angle for a long time after surgery. And so I just it it was nice getting those milestones because it made me feel better. And it was kind of like a competitive feeling that I wasn't getting through like spring soccer that they were playing. It was like something I could accomplish. And so I think I have like a picture on my phone from that time because I saw this picture. It was like it was just like one step at a time. Like you have to take one step at a time. Like it's not easy to come back from something like that. But it's like you can't look at like the end right away. Like it's that's gonna stress you out. And so I kind of learned to just do like one day at a time, one step at a time, and like celebrate the small accomplishments that you had. Like I remember my knee popped for the first time. That was a weird feeling. But after surgery, my knee popped for the first time and I was like, "Oh my gosh, like I feel like I could run right now." Like
The relief, you mean?
yeah.
Okay.
And like it was just like cuz I was like I felt like my knee needed to pop all the time and it wouldn't. And I celebrated that. I was like, "Man, like it's not as swollen and it can finally pop," because it wasn't popping because everything was like so inflamed. But man, I will say PT was a workout though. That yeah, Monica, she got me. My quads were burning.
So junior year was transitional year, leading into senior year. Where did that leave you?
Junior, I'm not gonna lie, I was heavily questioning if I wanted to keep doing this. Just because it was so hard. But I was like
junior year,
end of junior year, yeah.
Okay.
Because we had a good season. I think we got like 3rd or 4th in conference. We didn't go to nationals that year, but it was still a decent season. But senior season, I was like, like it's one more year. Again, like a bad season doesn't define like your whole career. So like, I want to do it. I want to play with my friends. I enjoy playing. I don't want to just be going to school. I played soccer my whole life. I was like, I'm not ready to stop. Because after senior year, I'm done. So, I went back senior year, and I kind of just I still had that competitive mindset. I wanted to be good at what I did. But so all through college, I played either like wing or striker. My senior season, I kind of moved. I played either like forward or I played a lot of attacking mid, which I had barely played in my life. Senior year of college, I switched my position again. That was insane. But I actually ended up really loving it. I really liked that position. The girls told me I was like good at it. I was nervous. I didn't think I was like.
Well, attacking kind of rhymed
Fits
with
you.
your personality.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's just senior season, it was just nice. It was like a nice little send off. Like we did really
Nice little
well.
stress reliever.
Yeah.
Just let all the emotions from college out on the opponent.
Yeah.
Shoulders, hip
yeah,
checks,
I think
slide tackles.
I did get 2 red cards in college.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think
if you
what
could slash
Senior year.
somebody with your foot,
Yeah.
you did it.
I know 1 year I know 1 red card was my freshman year. And mind you, okay, they weren't straight reds, which I think is better. They were just 2 yellows.
Double aggression.
Yeah.
2 yellows.
Okay, actually, let me get this off my chest. My freshman year red card was so stupid. I have a video. I had 3 girls on me and they literally, I was on the ground and they like pushed me down, and that ref was out to get me. I showed that video to.
What'd you do?
I don't know. I genuinely
You
don't
blacked
know.
out, but you went ham on somebody probably.
Yeah. So I got a yellow because
for being on the ground getting beat up. You victim.
you want to see the video? Do you want to see the video? I promise I did not do. And I would
They
admit,
started it.
I would admit if I deserved that. Like,
Sure.
I genuinely do not know what I did. My coach was like gonna send it off to like the ref.
Get it reviewed.
Like, yeah, because it was just because that was the last game of the fall season, and so I had to miss the first game of the spring
spring.
season. Yeah,
Ah.
it was me and another girl. We both got a red card that game. Yeah,
Mm.
she was a lot like me, like she's very physical. But anyways, yeah, that was my first one. That was horrible. Didn't deserve it. Junior year,
You deserved it.
I definitely deserved that red card.
What'd
I
you
was-
do? Just clothesline a girl.
Oh, what did I do? What did I do the first time? The first yellow, I feel like,
this was a double yellow too.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think I want to say I like shoulder bumped a girl because she literally like took my jersey and like
Yanked you
pulled
down.
me down,
Yeah.
and it was an intense game. My mindset was just I reacted, and I got a yellow.
She's
And
like,
then-
I shoulder checked a girl.
Yeah,
No,
mind
no,
you,
no, no,
that
no,
day
no,
was a
no.
really hard day, I will say. But then I literally my second yellow, I like grabbed a girl and just
Threw her
tossed her
on the
down.
ground.
Yeah. Yeah, not my proudest moment. I do like watching the video sometimes,
I feel
but
like I've seen that actually.
you probably have.
Just reminds you of how dominant you tried to be.
Yeah, I guess. I didn't like getting pushed around. I didn't get pushed around a whole lot, but when I did, I was like, I know I can push you. Like, I know I can body you off the ball. Like, you're not gonna push me. Like, I don't know. Yeah. No, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. But senior season was, I think we were a little nervous about that season. Just because we had a lot of young girls. It was a really young team. And so we were like, is this going to be another rebuilding year? But that year was a close match with sophomore season. Like, just how fun it was, how close we were. We were all so close. Not a lot of drama, if any, on the team, which I feel like is rare for a female team.
Very rare.
Yeah. So it's been a couple years. I don't remember anything bad that happened, like drama. And so it was just really relaxing, and I had fun playing. And we did really well. We, I think, we got second
Mm-hmm.
in conference. And the thing about the KCAC, it's so big that if the same team wins conference and wins the postseason tournament, the second place team in conference also goes to nationals. That's why we've gone to nationals, because Oklahoma Wesleyan is just like a different.
Yeah,
Different team.
They've won it. I think they won it every year you guys were there. I'm
No,
pretty sure.
the conference, no.
Who did?
Shout out my girls. The year after I left, they beat them in PKs.
I just said the years that you were there.
Oh, the years that I was, they beat us.
Yes.
Like my sophomore year when we got second, they beat us like 6-0,
Yeah.
and we got second in conference.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just tells you.
Yes.
But
no, I was talking about when you were there.
yeah, no, yeah, they definitely. But finally, I just remember I went to the postseason, like the championship game, to watch, because all my best friends are like the class under me. So I went to go watch them play in the championship. Or no, this was semifinals that they played Oklahoma Wesleyan, because that because the year after I left, they got like fourth in conference, and so they had to play Oku before the championship. Normally it's like us and Oku in the championship, but they played them in the semifinals and they beat them in PKs. We had not beaten Oku's since like ever, maybe. I don't know. I haven't looked into like when the last time we beat them was, but beat them in PKs, and I cried. Like, I was like proud. I was like, it was like
I am surprised.
You proud cried this time?
I proud cried. I was like, I was in shock. I was like, this is so awesome, especially because I knew all these girls.
Oh,
like
for sure. Yeah, that's supporting them. Is
yeah,
a big
did I
thing.
get a
Yeah.
little bit of FOMO and like
100%.
not like jealousy in the sense like, man, like that would feel good if I was
If you were
playing.
playing, yeah.
But
You were
it was
happy for
yeah,
him,
it
happy
was
that
it was
happened.
awesome. But
Yeah.
senior season we did really well. Got second in conference, went to nationals. We went to the same place we went to my sophomore year for nationals, which was a little frustrating. But it was still really fun. It's a pretty place. Went to John Brown both years. And then yeah, they got a ring the next year, which was cool. But yeah, after graduating, that's a hard thing, is seeing your friends still playing
Yeah.
college. That, and like it's not hard right after, because it's like right after it's like off season, like
Mm-hmm.
you weren't gonna play anyways.
Right.
Once the next season starts, oh my gosh, FOMO.
You're just
It's
like
so
looking
bad.
at it from.
Yes, I'm
what
like,
do I
man,
do?
I
What
would
do
run a
do?
beep test. I would run a beep test to
Yep.
do this right now. I would do conditioning all day just to like be on this team.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was hard, because I at that point, like I hadn't moved yet
Mhm.
to go to school, and so I was just living in Wichita. Like I was in the city that they were playing, and I wasn't
On the team.
playing. Like it was just different. I'd played soccer since I was like
What do they call them?
8.
I don't remember what they call them.
Narp. Is it
Yeah.
Narps.
Yeah. That's what you guys all told me.
They changed the name to make it a little like, what did they change it to?
A little classier.
No, well, like, because it's like non-athletic regular person, and like they were like, we're athletic, like we're still athletic.
Oh my god.
So,
So
the-
like they changed it to, I don't remember what. I'll have to look it
it
up.
went to AARP.
Yes. Oh my.
No,
goodness.
but yeah, but that I just, it was weird. That was a weird
The
feeling.
wokeness woke up and they
Oh.
had to change it up.
So the
Would you want to be called non-athletic?
I wouldn't care what we're
don't
called.
even say it wouldn't bother you.
You don't.
know,
You're
I
not
know it would
playing
bother you.
anymore. You're old. Get over it.
I'm still athletic.
Yeah.
I'm
well,
fresh out of college. I'm
well,
still athletic.
Okay.
Okay, so the
You're
transition.
retired is what you are.
Retired, yeah.
I'm tired. Yeah.
So the transition from your senior year to adult life, leaving behind soccer,
Yeah.
make that a quick, like, feeling for you. Like, what was that like?
Oh,
I mean,
gosh.
because you obviously could have stayed in the game, but you chose a different route.
Mhm.
Why did you decide to hang him up?
I think I just don't. I think mentally it was my time. I still loved the game and playing. It was just, I was tired. My body was, I don't know. A fifth year just would have. I had a fifth year to take. It was just not really something that I thought about. It just wasn't really what I wanted to do. I think I was ready to kind of like try something else, because like, I mean, sadly sports aren't forever. You're not gonna be able to, eventually you're not gonna be able to like push people off the ball and body people. Like it's just, I don't know. I still love the game. It's just I felt like it was time to like
Spread your wings.
spread
a
my
little
wings
bit.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was hard, but I think it was.
Now the
the right
the real
decision.
question is, do you wish you would have done the 5-year after you've had time to reflect on it?
I really don't. I think about it sometimes. I don't think I don't regret it.
I mean, that was
I'm-
your outlet for so
yeah,
long.
that's the thing. I had that was a really hard thing. That was my outlet for everything. If I had a hard day,
Just go red card some girls.
yeah. But we, I mean, we had morning practice, so it was a little hard. Like if I had a hard day, my hard day was after practice. But,
So you got to sleep before you got
yeah,
to practice.
I mean, it.
usually solves quite a bit of problems.
Yeah, yeah. But it, I don't regret it. I do think about like what if I would have taken it, but I just think it was my time to just
It's understandable.
retire.
It's tough. I mean, your body in the heat of that decision compared to even 6 months afterwards,
Mm-hmm.
you feel completely different. Like
Well,
when you actually take that much time off, everything changes. And I'm not, if you're playing and you're going to be playing at a high level, that's not a good decision. Like you shouldn't take that much time
Well,
off.
and
but
if you would have asked me my freshman year, because I knew I was gonna have a 5th year. I had a
Mhm.
COVID year, so
yeah, automatically.
I knew that was an option my freshman year. If you would have asked me my freshman year, I would have said yeah. It was just like, and it's not like anything happened during
Mhm.
my time there that made me not want to do it.
Right.
It's just I was fresh into college. Like
Yeah.
it's just a lot on the body
Mhm.
for the most part, and it's just like you get to your senior year and it's just like, okay, you play your best in the game, and then like after my body hurt after
yeah.
every game.
Just wait till you get to 35.
Yeah, exactly. Feel my back right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, coming off the injury is a big thing. There's a lot of mental fatigue that happens, and that doesn't always just happen instantaneously. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like that takes a little bit of time, and it's something that wears upon you.
Well, and I would say it fluctuates too. Like I would go through a period where I'd be like, man, like this is hard,
mm-hmm.
and then like it would just get better. Like it's just
Right.
it's not like a constant like up or like down.
Correct.
It's just
That's the challenge with it. And like you said, like when you step away from it because in your heart, but then you also listen to what your body's telling you.
mhm.
You make that decision in May basically or whatever, I guess in the spring, where you're just like, yeah, like it is what it is. And then, you take 3-4 months and you recover, you're doing a little bit less. So your body isn't, in prime playing shape. This is where you get like the old man mentality where it's like, oh yeah, I can still go and do that, and
Yeah.
you see the pieces of the game that you fell in love with when you were a kid, like when you were young, and like why it's fun and why we enjoy it and why we want to do it. But then you go out and play, one pickup game, and you're going to remember really quickly why you were like, okay, yeah, like this is probably a good idea for me to sit down again.
Yeah,
But
I remember my first pickup game
oh
after
yeah,
I retired.
yeah,
I thought I forgot how to run. It was hard.
Yeah.
And my body hurt for
exactly.
like weeks. Oh my
But going
gosh.
back and playing your senior year, I think I hope that people can learn from things like that, because there's so many times in this day and age where we hear from kids and athletes just across for all the different stuff that we do where they're not as mentally strong, number one. Number two, they find every excuse under the sun to this, that, and the other. Like it's just an excuse
Mhm.
at the end of the day. And, staying the course, staying on the plan, trying to finish what you started is something that I think is, there's different variables for the reasons that people make decisions, and I understand that portion of it. But, for you to suit back up, to strap back up and say, you know what, I'm going to go finish this thing, but then also to earn some spots too, like as an upperclassman, right? Being able to go back to a program that is successful. They have
Mhm.
really good players on both sides. Like, so you're trying to fit in where you can fit in to be impactful for not only your own career, but also for the team. And, to find a starting role, be able to play again, like being able to contribute, like that's a feat in itself. And I think that that's something that you look back on now and can be like, man, I'm proud of myself for that. Like I'm proud that I, stuck to the course. I did all the work. I trained through all the hard stuff. Like I did all of those things. And that, in my opinion, like when I look at, your decision making, because obviously we, talked through a lot of that stuff in the heat of those moments too. And looking back, hindsight and just being like, you did what you said you were going to do. And you probably excelled in certain areas that you didn't even expect, right?
Yeah, I
Especially
mean,
positionally,
it's-
because
Yeah.
you didn't even expect to be playing on that side of the ball. And,
Mhm.
you essentially played your entire collegiate career there. and that's wild in its own right. So it's just it's cool to see that and battle through the adversity, battle through the things that are thrown at you, because I can tell you right now, a lot of girls would have quit. A lot of girls would have just hung it up and been little sissies about it and
Well,
been
and
like, oh, I don't want to do this
it
anymore.
goes back to what I said, like with the injury, like you have to celebrate like the small wins. Like you contribute to a team, like no matter how much, like if you think you're not contributing a lot, like you are, like you being there and like helping the other girls get better. Like you got to think like these girls are going to be there after you leave. Like you're helping the program for the future. Like, and I think like a big reason why I stayed was because I was like, I would regret it. I would be so mad at myself if I would have quit. If I would have made the decision to just not do my senior season, I would regret it for the rest of my life. I loved that season. I loved being with that group of girls. It was, yeah, I'm glad I stayed. I had overall I had a really great time. Like, yeah, there was hard times, but I wouldn't have. I think I chose the perfect school for me. It was awesome. It was really fun.
That's a big part of it too. I mean, we talk about like big schools all the time on the podcast and talk about all the different, the transfer portal and all that stuff. And there's a lot of colleges out there at a lot of different levels, and there's a lot of them that are, cultivating good young men and women to have values and, be there for somebody else and be selfless and be a part of a team and like try to do the things on a much bigger picture. All the other stuff tends to get the highlights and all the, attention and that type of stuff. But ultimately, sports are about life lessons, and sports are about trying to help not only the teammate beside you and the people that you're with, but the people, that are going to come after you and leave the, the game or the team or whatever you want to word it as better than you found it. And, so I think that still clinging on to those values is definitely something that is always a good reminder, in conversation and talking about and helping the next player coming up and, taking advantage of the opportunity too. Like I talk to kids all the time that contemplate whether or not they want to play in college and what they want to do. And, as I say all the time, but you only get one chance, like,
I mean, honestly, you might as well, if you're getting a scholarship, do it your freshman year. If you absolutely hate it,
then you don't have to.
It's okay to not do it.
Right.
I think you should always try something, and if you don't like it, you don't like it.
Yeah,
but
and stand on your decision. Like, make it about making the right decision for yourself and, being about it. Don't make it somebody else's fault. Don't point fingers. Don't try to, make it all these other things that it's not. Like, just stand on what it is that you feel and, find the right fit for you.
Yeah.
But then you got to be willing to, when you make those decisions, like you committed to this team.
Yeah.
That's ultimately when you're looking yourself in the mirror, like you said, like, I don't want to look back and regret this. Like, you committed to them.
Yeah.
Like, you committed to the program, you committed to doing it. You showed back up, you did it, and, you were able to kind of redeem yourself in that aspect. Not like you were off for bad or something, but just in the sense of like coming back from the injury and playing the meaningful minutes again and being a part of that side of it. Like, that shows tenacity. It shows that, you have that grit about you and willing to go through the hard stuff. So
yeah,
I think that's
another
awesome.
thing about picking the right school. Like, I felt like I had support like everywhere.
Yeah.
I mentioned my athletic trainer earlier. I would go in there and like do rehab, and I would just like talk like just about my frustrations and everything.
Coaches
and
are like therapists.
Yeah,
That's
it was really nice. But yeah, I just when I went on because I went to like multiple visits to Southwestern. I was very ready to commit to Southwestern. And then I started talking to Hobson at Friends, and I went on one visit and one practice, and I was like, yeah, that's it. I texted the Southwestern coach like that week. It's like, hey, sorry, I'm committing somewhere else. And
well, that ended up being a good decision.
It was a great decision. I mean, Southwestern was like most of the years they were pretty good competition, but it was fun. Like, it was fun beating them. it was really
I
fun.
don't
It was
think you
fun
guys
winning,
ever
and
lost
but like,
to 'em.
huh?
I don't think you guys ever lost to them.
I think we lost my freshman year,
Oh, okay.
which yeah, but
Not much.
I think we maybe might have tied them. I don't really remember. I just remember like the schools with the very good competition
Mhm.
that like those were fun games to win.
Yeah. Well, yeah, winning is fun.
Yeah.
Look at that. You went a whole hour.
I know.
And tried to think that
Wow.
you
Just
weren't
had to
even
get
gonna
into
make
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not as hard as it seems, but
It's not.
but now's your time to like do a little shout out if you want to do any shout out.
Shout out. Oh.
And say some thanks or whatever, and then we'll close her down.
Gosh. Shout out my mom.
Yeah.
No,
shout out to
but-
mom.
Yeah, shout out my old teammates. A lot of them are my really good friends now. I'm in one of their weddings. So you make really good connections, but shout out to them. Shout out to Hobby, and shout out to my girl Serena, best athletic trainer in the state, maybe even the country. But yeah, shout out Friends University and Mays High School and everything before that.
No shout out for Parisi. All right.
Shout out to Parisi. Well, you guys are here. Shout out to Parisi.
It's all right.
Shelly and Dave wouldn't be where I'm at
We're
without
fine.
them.
We're fine. Hater.
I'm not a hater. I wouldn't be here if I was a
Well,
hater.
I'm just kidding.
Well, this is where we close it down with a prayer. So, Sheldon, I'm going to turn it over to you for a
Yeah.
solid closing prayer for our day.
Perfecto. All right, dear Heavenly Father, thank you again for another glorious day. Appreciate you waking us up today, giving us the opportunity to come in, grow together, learn more about each other, and just continue on our path and hopefully in sanctification and working towards walking life with you. Thank you for watching over us, our families. Watch over Sean today. He's feeling a little under the weather. Hopefully he's able to bounce back and get back in here. But just take a look at our communities, help people around us, make sure that we're here and trying to serve the people that we, care for, but also those that are extended communities and people that we can help and try to reach. So in your glorious name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Well, that's it for episode 85. Haley, thanks for joining us in the studio. Great conversation. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.